The man could have gone to bed early, but he insisted on staying up late to play video games. As a result, the next day, he died on the spot from sudden cardiac arrest. When he opened his eyes again, he had been reborn in another world. Fortunately, Jack reincarnated as the child of a noble lord. He soon discovered, by accident, that he had a special pair of appraisal eyes. For example, the spearman standing in front of him. His stats were completely average, yet compared to him, the archer class was actually a perfect fit. So Jack suggested that he try archery instead. The spearman didn't understand why the young master would say that, but when he saw Jack's hopeful expression, he couldn't bring himself to refuse, so he picked up a bow. To everyone's surprise, his first shot hit the bullseye. At first, he thought it was just luck, but several more shots turned out exactly the same. Seeing this, the others began praising him wholeheartedly, and the soldier decided to switch from spearman to archer. That night, Jack's father heard about what had happened. He didn't scold Jack. Instead, he encouraged him to continue honing that ability. Someday Jack would become the lord, and discovering talent was an essential skill. Jack agreed immediately. Back in his room, he began reading through the books. From them, he learned that the kingdom was in chaos. The empire's government was deeply corrupt, and war was only a matter of time. Thinking about the battles he would one day have to leave, Jack went into town the next day to use his ability to search for talented people. But after searching for half a day, he couldn't find a single suitable person. Using his skill too often also made his eyes tired. Just then, a beggar was thrown out of a shop. Seeing the disgusted looks on the people around him, Jack immediately figured out that the man must be a foreigner from across the sea. Most of them were slaves, so they suffered severe discrimination here. Jack didn't care about that. He even handed the man a piece of bread. He had no idea that this small act of kindness would soon earn him a loyal general who would follow him for life. As his appraisal skill activated, Jack was stunned. The man's combat power was rated S. Not wanting to lose such talent, Jack told him his intentions. John thought Jack was joking, until he saw the noble emblem on Jack's cloak, and realized the boy might be serious. But John knew that someone like him would only bring trouble to the people around him, so he still refused. As he turned to leave, Jack quickly offered him food as an incentive to stay. Before long, the two arrived at Jack's home. Jack then reported everything to his father. When his father heard that Jack wanted to take John in as a retainer, his first instinct was to refuse, but after Jack kept insisting, he reluctantly agreed. On one condition, John had to defeat him in a mock sword battle. Jack thought that was unfair, because he knew his father's stats all too well. Even at just 14, there was still a huge gap between them, so the Lord lowered the requirement. John only needed to touch him within a set time limit to win, but the moment they clashed, John felt immense pressure. His instincts told him that even a hit from a wooden sword would split him in half. What he didn't know was that the man he was facing was the strongest swordsman in the entire kingdom. Seeing time running out, John stole a glance at Jack. Jack's encouraging expression flashed through his mind. John quickly regained his focus. He changed his fighting style, used the environment to his advantage, and launched another attack on the Lord. To everyone's shock, John actually won. The Lord acknowledged his talent, and John officially became the first retainer Jack ever recruited. In just 2.5 months, John became the role model for all the soldiers, and after receiving some education, he gradually grew into the wisest person in Jack's household. The people who once discriminated against him came to respect and accept him after witnessing his character. But even so, Jack still worried about the future of his domain. To create peace in such turbulent times, he needed to recruit many more retainers. When his father learned of this, he advised Jack to focus on finding magic users. After all,